Welcome to Special Education. Today on the show, we got the man Miguel.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
I'm so happy that you are here. I'm so excited to do this.
I'm excited too because I want to see what your answers are gonna be.
Here we go. First question. The most fun song to make? I put Lately with U-N-I. One of my favorite songs of all time.
That's a good one.
So good.
Yep.
You know, it's almost like R.I.P. U-N-I, the good old days.
Goodness.
Hi, Thurs. Hi, yo. How's it going?
Yo? What up, Thurs? They still love you guys up here, see?
Seriously.
People love it.
Seriously, but it's okay. We get the solo thing. It's good.
It's good. It's good, though.
Why did you put those answers?
I don't know. These songs are really fun because I put Pussy Is Mine and Archer Point.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them literally wrote themselves.
Dope.
Like, I was just kind of having fun, and they just kind of wrote themselves. So
Dope.
they were just really easy to write. Yeah. I mean, Pussy Is Mine is...
You know. You know.
Yeah, no.
What would you perform for a group of third graders?
Definitely not Pussy Is Mine.
Kitty cat is mine.
Right.
I put Sure Thing.
That's a good one.
You know, it's beautiful. It's nice. I feel like this was my sister and her first boyfriend song, and I feel like she wasn't a third grader, but she was super young. I'm like, why are you listening? So, you know, it has appeal to the children. Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. That's a really good one.
Yes.
Kind of along the same lines, I went with Adorn. And for some reason, my piece, just because I like to throw things that are really cool, but maybe a little over their head, but they might get some of the imagery, it's kind of cool.
Exactly.
Then again, it's kind of violent, but we live in violent times. I mean, kids are playing.
You know, cops and robbers, the whole nine.
Grand Theft Auto now.
Grand Theft Auto,
Yeah.
for real. Along the same lines, but a little different. What would you perform at an old folks' home?
Yeah.
I went back in the catalog a little bit. I said, first things first.
Whoa.
Another one of my favorites.
That's a good one.
Because it might take them back to a time when they were just getting to know somebody.
That's
Maybe, you know, they met somebody in the home. They're trying to, you know, go back in the catalog for some pickup lines. They got first things first.
All right, I got to give it up. You really know your music. Like you.
I'm a fan, man.
I got to start thinking of more obscure songs now because you're giving me all stuff is like most people wouldn't know. That's incredible. And it was perfect. Like the sound of the song would be amazing. It's like a very happy song.
So
You
good.
should check that out. Shout out to Blue.
For real. Your favorite person that you've worked with thus far? I put Lenny Kravitz. That's incredible. Now you're writing that.
That was obvious.
It's Lenny Kravitz. Like,
Yeah,
oh my God.
I think I did better than you on this one, though. At least.
I'm
At least I
okay
got
with
something.
that. I'm okay with that.
So I went with Terry Lewis and John Oates. For those of you who don't know who Terry Lewis is, Jimmy Jam and Terry played in a band that you might know as Morris Day at the Time. Jam played bass. Terry played keys, and they went on to be a production duo, and they did pretty much all of Janet Jackson's hits, all the hits up until the 90s, you know. So everything Rhythm Nation, all that before that, a bunch of stuff after, and then I met Uncle Terry. He's like my uncle.
Dope. So dope.
Even when I haven't spoken to him in super long, but that's like the uncle that you never had, you know?
That's so dope.
And everything he says is like should be on a Hallmark card. It's incredible. he's like really a creative art. He's an artiste. But yeah, Terry Lewis is amazing. I met him working with Usher, actually writing with Usher.
Dope.
So big shout out to Ush, big bro,
Yes.
for introducing me to Terry. And more recently, I've literally like a couple days ago, got to sit down and work with John Oates for a little bit. Wow. And actually not in the way that I imagined meeting him and working with him. I always assumed it would be, you know, writing in studio or making music. But we're actually working on a live show together.
Dope.
Which is incredible. We're doing this. We're doing the Okeechobee Jam, like Super Jam this year.
Nice.
By the way, one of the coolest moments that I wish I didn't get on camera. I did get on camera. Was with Lenny Kravitz. I had just met him, and we were playing. We just for some reason started singing "Space Oddity" by David Bowie, and I literally got like the very end of it,
Yeah.
like as a voice note,
Oh, yes.
and I lost it.
Oh.
Like I lost it in one of my other phones.
Oh, that's the worst.
You know, so.
But that moment is incredible.
Yeah,
That's oh my goodness.
It was a good time, that whole session. Big shout out to Lenny. Okay.
I love your storytelling. You make me so happy. Most difficult project to make.
Okay, go ahead. What's your answer?
I put Wild Heart.
Yeah.
Yes. On the money, baby. Yeah.
But you know what will change my points for that is what do you think would be the reason?
Well, so it was a long time coming. And I feel like the maturity and the vibe changed just a little bit. And I feel like you were able to like do the things that you really wanted to do, which sounds like it would be fast, but that kind of takes a long time too, because there's all these sounds and all these things that you want to do, and it's like, okay, how am I going to do this?
Definitely. Yeah, I mean, all of that is a huge, crazy weight. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Because when you have all of these options, it's kind of like when you go to a restaurant that just has everything.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, man, you knew what you went there for,
Yep.
or you thought you knew what you wanted, but then you see all the options. You're like, wait, I could do this, or I could do that, and you're just thinking of So that's definitely something that made it a challenge, but you got to take a chance sometimes. And
Definitely.
I definitely feel like I took a chance with this one, and it really showed me who my fans really are, and I think it's a huge reason why in the next, year, I really want to just give as much of my music to my fans as I can, So it was the hardest to make, but it was so necessary for me to learn who my fan base really is. That was incredible.
Oh man,
You're a winner.
Thank you.
Special. I mean, you could have guessed it.
That means so much coming from you. It's so beautiful.